Do you ever think about the exact moment your relationship with certain food changed? For me, it wasn't a sudden moment, it was Christmas. I remember the absolute joy when I received a tube of chips or crisps, as you call them in UK. This feeling was so powerful, it was novelty, it was happiness, that even when it happened many years ago, it is still etched in my brain and in my family's brain. Today I'm sharing a story how this childhood excitement created this deeply ingrained memory loop. If you're new here, my name is Jolanta. I've been struggling with potato chips addiction for 19 years, but now I'm 4 years sober, and I'm super happy to share how I overcame that addiction and my struggles, my stories. For today's video, I'm sharing my story about my Christmas potato chips cravings. I'm sure you know this video with this kid who is getting a banana as a gift, and he's super happy and super excited about it. And I had similar reaction when I was getting potato chips as a Christmas gift. And I know it sounds silly, but this feeling of excitement was so real. And understanding why this feeling was so powerful is the first step to breaking free. It all started when I was 11 years old. It was the first time that I traveled to UK, and I discovered this whole new world of food. Junk food specifically, of course, and I was mesmerized by all the chips, crisps that people had over there. More specifically, I was excited to see Pringles. Back then in the 90s, in Poland, we used to have them at the beginning when I was a kid, but then they were discontinued and I was heartbroken. And what is interesting, for me, Pringles were the symbol of this Western world, this modern and cool thing that you can be. And back then in the Polish shops, we didn't have that many international foods, snacks and sweets. They were being slowly introduced, but going to UK for a 5-day trip, it was amazing for me to see all those exotic foods, and I wanted them. I wanted to be like the cool kids in UK who can eat those snacks almost every day. And after that trip to UK, my family saw how excited I was for the green Pringles. I loved them, but we didn't have them in Poland. So whenever they were coming from UK to Poland for Christmas, they were bringing them to us as a gift. So imagine having like the Barbies, books, toys, whatever you are getting for Christmas. I was the most excited about tube of green Pringles. And now when I think about it, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm shocked. How come this piece of food was bringing me such a big charge of happiness? But please know, there's zero judgment here, because many of us, we have these comfort foods that tap into our nostalgia, our safety and our reward. But I cannot change the past. I know that I can change the future. And not to associate food with my source of happiness and my purpose in life. And I know that we can rewire those connections in our brain. It will take time, but with gentle persistence, we can all do it. Because the high we get is just temporary. For like 20 minutes when you finish the bag of chips, after that you feel miserable. I was like that. But now I know you can find happiness and purpose in life in completely different areas. For example, now I'm going for gymnastics classes. I'm learning how to do handstand. It's been over a year now. I know it's a lot of time. I'm pushing myself, and I know someday it will happen. It's not perfect yet. For now, this is my purpose. I'm not going to put like chocolate, ice cream, pretzels, chips, popcorn, whatever as my purpose in life. This is my purpose. Going back to the chips. Back then, when I was a kid, I didn't know that all of the processed foods, they are engineered. There are scientists working on them for years to reach this maximum bliss point. So there will be a combination of salt, sugar and fat that will light up the reward centers in our brain when we eat them. So back then, I was getting my reward from food. Now my reward is when I watch the videos of me doing gymnastic stuff, and then this gives me happiness. And I want you to do the same. I want you to stop associating food with happiness and find the actual purpose in your life. And you know what is funny? This episode with green Pringles as a gift for Christmas happened years ago. But still, when we are having Christmas dinner, we finish all of the delicious foods, our bellies are huge, we are eating our traditional Polish cakes, and we are opening the Christmas gifts, my family still remembers when we were getting those Pringles as a gift, and they're thinking, yeah, it would be nice to eat traditional Polish cake with savory, salty Pringles right now. And this is how programming of those delicious foods can be etched in our brain decades after it actually happened. And please remember that this deeply seated longing is not a lack of willpower. It is deeply ingrained memory loop. It is a memory, not a need. And recognizing this as a memory is the first powerful step towards regaining control. Let me know in the comments if you also received food as a Christmas gift, and how does it make you feel?